Hello and welcome. In our today's video, let's learn how to make a greetings web page like this using HTML. And also we will learn about how to add styling to it and then how to add actions for doing some simple animation. Here, the cover page that you're looking at right now has New Year greetings title and then an image, and we have a button that says click to open. So when I click this click to open button, it will lead me to the greetings message page. And here you can edit it for different occasions and you can share it with your friends. So when I click this click to close button, it will again take me back to the cover page. So let's learn step by step of how to create a simple HTML page and start building this greetings web page. And now I'm going to open an online tool for building this web page. And the online website name is trinket.io. Here it leads me to this Trinket page. Here I need to click home. And then here I need to click new Trinket. In this drop down I need to select HTML. Here it opens with two columns, where the left side is where you're going to code the HTML, and the right side is where your output for your code will be displayed simultaneously. Each and every part in an HTML is defined by tags. You need to define the HTML tags like this. So you need to start with a open angle bracket and you need to type the tag name. The tag name here is HTML and you need to end it with a closing angle bracket. So when you do that, the computer automatically creates another tag name with a prefixed slash in front of it. It means that that is the closing tag of our HTML tag. Now let's create two more tags that are needed for our HTML page. One is head tag. So head tag is the place where all the invisible parts are being placed, like your style part and all the script part will be typed here. Next is the body part. The body part is the place where all the visible components will be typed here. Okay, now we have created three tags for our HTML. The first one is the root tag, it's the HTML, and all the remaining tags should be existing inside the HTML tag only. And we have two more tags, that is the head tag and the body tag. And now I'm going to create some divisions in our body tag. So there are two divisions. One is going to be the cover part of our greeting and another one is going to be the inner message part of our greeting. So to provide divisions or sections, I'm going to use a tag name called div. Here, since there is two sections, I'm going to create two divs. And here I need to use an identifier for our two divs in order to be easily understood by a computer. So I'm going to provide an ID name. The ID name should be a unique one. Here my ID name is going to be outer. And for my second div, I'm going to make it as inner. Okay. Okay, now let's start by our first code in our HTML page. So let us make a title to be displayed in our HTML display. I'm going to create a p tag. P is for paragraph. And then I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to use a bold tag. inside which I'm going to type New Year greetings. So when I click, okay, you can see that my first text has been displayed on our HTML output. Right. So let me provide an ID for this. So my now my title is going to be present in our outer layer. So I'm going to provide an ID as ID outer title. Outer hyphen title. Let us add an image to our project. Here you have an option called View and Add Images. So I'm going to click this. Here at the top you have a button called Upload New Image, where you can upload new images from your computer. And here there are two images that I already uploaded, the Happy New Year one and the Teddy one. So I need to bring this teddy.gif to appear on the cover page of my greeting. So I'll go back to my index.html page and I will click at the place where I need to display this image. After this p tag, I will import this image using image tag, img tag, and I will tell the computer the file name to be imported to my project using src equal to, and the name of our image file, teddy.gif. So I need to close it with the angle bracket. So once you do that, the image will start appearing on your result page. And next, let me add a button. So the button should appear after this image. So I'll click enter after this image tag. And here I will add the button using the button tag. Right. So I need to name the button. So here the name of our button is click to open. Okay, I will enclose this entire button into a p tag. Right. So you can see that the click to open button has been created. So we have an X mark. It means that there is an error. So it's because I have not included a space after this ID and src. So now it's gone. And now we have completed the code for our outer cover of our greetings. Now I need to replicate the same to our inner part. So what I will do is I'll just copy the entire thing inside this outer div, and I will place the entire copied items into the inner div. And you can see the same thing has been replicated. The only thing is I need to change the IDs over here and the image. So I'll name the IDs to inner for everything. And here the inner image is HNY, Happy New Year .gif. Yeah, so our Happy New Year image is being displayed, and here I need to change the button name to click to close. Now let us start applying style to our HTML code. Now the style should be applied inside the head tag. So I'm going to click enter inside the head tag, and inside the head tag I'm going to use the style tag style, okay, inside which I'm going to call the ID. So now let us start applying the style for this outer ID. So to call an ID I should use a symbol like hash. So I'm going to mention outer, and I need to open a brace and close a brace, inside which I will be start applying the properties like how it should look on my HTML page, right? So I'm going to use a property called z-index colon 1. It means that the outer layer will be visible at the top and the inner will be visible at the bottom. Next, position. There are three types of position. I'm going to use absolute, and then I'm going to apply a background color for it. As light gray. Next, okay, I need to match the width, so I'm going to apply a width to my screen size as 100%. And then height, I want it to cover the whole screen, so I'm going to apply same 100% for it. Now I want to align the text, the New Year greetings, at the middle, so I have a property called text align. Right, you can see the text has been aligned to the center. Now I'm going to use a property called transition. Like how long the duration of animation should take place. Like we are going to show as if the page is going to open, the card is going to open. So I'm going to use it as 2 seconds, as 2s. And another property called transform origin. Like the page should open from right to left, so I'll use left. Right. Now let us apply the style for this outer title. So I'm going to click enter after this closing bracket. I'm going to again call this ID using this hash symbol, and then I'm going to type outer hyphen title. You need to be careful with the spelling. It should exactly match with how you use it in the HTML tag. Right. After that, I'm going to apply the color. So I'm going to use color property as black, and then font family as Korea, and then font size as 12 points, and then text align center. Right. Now let's create an animation. So I'm going to create the animation using the class attribute. So the class attribute will start with a dot symbol, and then I need to mention the class name as open card, and then inside I'll be defining the properties of this class as transform colon rotate y-axis to 90 degrees. That's it. So now I need to call this class or apply this class to our HTML whenever the event is happening. So this event is going to happen whenever I click to open button. So I need to create a function here. So a function is a block of code that performs a particular task. So it can be called whenever we want. So I'm going to create a function. So the function name is open card. So I need to mention it like onClick. So my event name is onClick event equal to onClick event equal to. I need to put it in double quotes. And here is my function name. My function name for this onClick event is open underscore card. And the function should always start and end with the opening and closing braces. Now I'm going to add this. I'm going to activate the function whenever it's being clicked. So I'm going to use the script tag for defining the function click events. So inside the script, I'm going to click enter, and then I'm going to type function, and my function name is open card. And open and close brackets, and here I'm opening a brace, curly brace, and then here I'm going to I'm going to apply this class name to our HTML event when this button is clicked. So in order to do that, I need to make the code like document dot get element by ID. So I need to apply the animation for this outer ID. So I need to mention this ID name inside this with a single quotes as outer. So I need to, for this outer ID, I need to apply the class property that we have created in the style tag. So our class name equal to open. We need to apply this open card property to our page. Okay, and then we will end with a semicolon. Now let's check how this works. When I click to open, yeah, you can see the card is being opened like a page. Now let us set the size of this image. And for this image, we have already set the ID as outer pick. So I need to copy this outer pick ID name. And then I'm going to come to the style here. So for applying the style for the ID, we need to always start with hash symbol. Outer pick. So I'm going to set the width and height. So width is to 200 px and height 200 px. So you can see that the image size got reduced. Next, let's apply the same entire style for the inner message part of our greeting card. So I'm going to copy the entire style properties, and I'm going to go down here inside the style. I'm going to paste it again, and here I'm going to just change it to inner. As we have inner title and inner pic, we are going to replace those above ones to those names. So it starts from here, inner title, and here we should have close card and inner pic. I'll go down, and here I'll copy this function for the previous button and I'll paste it here, and I'll name this as close card. Well, so I'm going to copy the entire function here. I'm going to paste it down, and I'm going to name it as close card. Right. So if close card event is triggered, then I should not apply any style for it. So I'm going to remove that open card property from it. Now you can see that the New Year greetings, the inner card is visible. So for hiding the inner card and to show and to display the outer cover, we need to set the z-index property for the inner to 0, or you need to delete this. So once you do that, yeah, it gets replaced by the cover page. Now let's check. Click to open. Okay. Click to close. Yes, it works well. So finally, let's add a message over here. Okay, I'm going to create a p tag. My message should appear below this image. So I'm going to click enter, and I'm going to type p tag, and then my messages to be in bold. I'm going to type the message over here. Right. Okay, let us test like how it looks. Well, it has come out really good. So now we have completed our project. So as we see here, the project seems to be very lengthy. So in order to reduce the length, we can segregate the index.html into 3 different parts, like index.html, and let us move the script to a different file and also move the style to a different file. So in order to do that, let's start from the style. So here you have an option like create a file name. I'm going to click plus, and I'm going to name it as style.css. Okay, I'm going back to the index.html. So I'm going to copy the entire code that is inside the style. And I'm going to cut it, going back to the style.css, and I'm going to place it here. Right. So now my index.html page doesn't know where the style.css is. So we need to link that style.css using a link tag. So I'll be calling that style.css using link rel relation. Rel means relation. The relation is style sheet. And href. I'm referring to style.css, the file name. So once I do that, right, so it got applied to my HTML. Next, we will do the same for the script. I'm going to create a new file and I'm going to name it as script.js. So a script should always end with a .js extension. So it means that JS means JavaScript, SCRIPT. So you can name it with your own name, script.js. So I'm going to name the file name as script.js. I'm going back to the index.html and I'm going to copy this down. Going to the script.js, pasting it here, coming again to the index.html. For this script, I'm just going to add the file name of the script.js file using src equal to script.js. Right, that's it. So now let's see whether it works properly. Yeah, it works fine. Right. So here you have an option for sharing this link to your friends. So you can click this link and you can copy this link and you can send it through mail or WhatsApp or message. So your friend will be a friend or any member will be able to see your greeting card, right? So if you want your file to be downloaded into your local computer, then you have an option called download. So you click this. So once you click that, the file will be downloaded in a zip file. So you can unzip the file and you can use it in your local computer. So once you downloaded the zip file and you extracted it, you'll be having a file name called index.html. So you need to right click on that index.html and you need to open with Google Chrome. And so after you do that, this is how the page that you created will appear. So your project will appear on the web page like this. So now you can start making it to work. I click to open and click to close. So that's all we have done with the project. Thank you for listening.